in a few moments. I can't have the microphone too close. Okay. And I'm going to... Oh, I am going live. I pressed... Oh, that's really funny. Good job I didn't say anything terrible. Anyway, welcome to the live. We're running a little bit overtime today. Overtime? Because the giant gorilla octopus people. And I'm not even making that up, which is really cool. Also known as my alarm went off, and I was drawing a giant gorilla octopus person, and I forgot. So today we're going to be drawing hands, which is super fun, because I really need to practice drawing hands. And the thing when to remembering how to draw hands, you must remember that it's very tricky. So, let's do one technique. One technique is to draw shapes. So we can draw the shapes of the hand, and then we can draw around it. So if we draw, say, the palm, so like the palm shape, with the top of the palm shape nice and curved, maybe we'll just exaggerate everything. So the top of it nice and curved, so the knuckles are kind of, the middle knuckle is higher than the rest of them. So we're drawing a hand sort of shaped like this. The other way though, this hand, but that's pretty handy. And then the palm, with the base of the hand here is kind of made up in two chunks. There we go, two chunks there. And then we have, we'll keep that nice and sort of flat-ish. Then we've got this big, nice, juicy nugget on this side, which is the base of the thumb. So we're going to draw that nice big base of the thumb there. And then on the other side, we've got this other big, longer sort of sausage nugget just here. And yes, I will be referencing food quite often. And then, actually, I might use this screen so that I don't have to keep moving my head around, because my brain will get rattled around in its sockets. And then I have to move... Is this the microphone? Oh, yeah, it's the mic. I think this is the microphone. I can't even tell. Let's give it a go. Let's have a quick squiz. The properties. No, we're using the different. Let's use the condenser microphone. That's much better, I think. I can't hear it myself. So let's just hope that works. But anyway, we'll see. Things go so well when you know what you're doing. So what we've got is we've got this sausage side, and then we've got the nugget side, and then we've got this sort of array of nuggets? Yeah, array of nuggets. So this is your, I don't know what you would call it, your base knuckle for your pointer finger, and then you've got the base knuckle for your middle finger, and then you continue. Oh my god, hams. We can draw hams if you like. Is that you, Lucky? I honestly didn't think anyone was going to turn up because I totally forgot about it. Oh, there's 3 concurrent viewers. Oh, that's exciting. Hi, guys. I didn't realize anyone was here. So welcome. Congratulations. We're drawing hands. Not hams. Shh, I'm working. Okay, we're not drawing hams. We're drawing hands. Hams. Oh, I see. Hams. Hams Christian Anderson. So we need the other little base knuckles, and then we need more sausages. And also move my camera out of the way because I think I keep banging it, and really probably should work out how to do this properly. Also, there's lots of printers in the background going on. So let us draw some sausages. So the thing to remember about fingers are they're not straight. They're very bent. Now we're going to exaggerate the bentness because it makes it easier to draw. So if we sort of draw this sausage kind of bending in like this, just nice and sketchy, and then the middle finger sort of bending. How are we going to do that? No, wrong hand. There we go. Bending kind of. You can look at your own hand, which is good. Good reference. You have this other one up here like this, and if it helps, you can draw the ends of the fingers first, which is something that I do quite a bit. And then you want to draw this one. I find that on my hand, my straightest finger is my middle finger. That's right, because I'm That's the ring finger. That's where you put your ring when you're married. Although I am married, I promise. I do have a wedding ring. See? That's silly. Right, so we've got that one. Oh, and also, the other thing to remember is when you're drawing these thingies, hands, is that you want to keep the curvature of the knuckles the same as the curvature of the top, or even more pronounced. So you can see my fingers aren't in a nice little neat row. The little finger is little, which is ironic. Or descriptive. Probably not ironic. So there we go. We've got that down there. Okay, I'm just going to move this along a bit. There we go. Perfection. Okay, now we want to draw just these little lines there to sort of segment the fingers. The other way you can draw fingers is you can draw 3 different sausages. So you can draw this sausage, which is the one little bone there. So you can see it on my hand. So 1, 2, 3 segments. So we have 1, and then the 2, and then the 3, and we're going to curve it in like that because the fingers kind of curve in, look a little bit. So we'll draw around the finger bits here. Now the other thing you can exaggerate too is the knuckles. So you can imagine that there's bones hiding inside the glove of the hand, which is exactly what's happening. So they kind of look like this if you sort of wanted to draw them. Whoops. Something like that. So it gets a bit spooky after a little while because then you end up drawing a skeleton hand. But these kind of bulge out just there, and then they bulge in and out. So you can exaggerate that, and then you end up with a very knobbly finger, but it allows you to sort of work out where things are on your hand. So on this one, if we had a little bit of a zoom here, you can see, this isn't Zoom, this is YouTube. And then you make a little bulge there, and then go in there, and then a bulge there, and then at the end, we'll go around the end of the finger. And that's like the pad of the finger, like here for when you're tippy-tappy on your device. Or you're doing lots of important work, like Lockie is doing, because we're drawing hams. Okay. So then we'll continue doing that, like this. And now you can see our hand is starting to look a little bit strange, but that's okay. Oh, now, let's go with the thumb. I've drawn my fingers quite far apart. They're actually a little bit closer together, which is interesting. But if you have a look at your own hand, which hand am I drawing this one? The thumb is also made up of 3 sausages. So if we draw one sausage, which is kind of like this giant big sausage nugget business going on here, but there's a bone that runs through here that kind of sticks out. And then you've got the other sausage here, like this, which kind of is quite large at the bottom. And then at this joint, where these bones would kind of sit, sort of, you've kind of got another bone that sticks out. Now, depending if you have a banana thumb like mine, that would look kind of like this. So your banana thumb sticks out, like so. There we are. And you can do the same big knuckle thing. So we've got the big knuckle there, which is kind of like a knuckle there, but it kind of gets taken up. This big knuckle joint here gets taken up with all the meaty yumminess of the hams. Okay. Lockie just deleted his message saying that he's working. Shh. I shouldn't call him that. I should call him Lad Aussie, because that's his name on the internet. So I'm just going to quickly rub out these little lines here. When they're not lines, they're big lines. And then we can draw that those lines that kind of go across there, so that it kind of has this sort of triangle in the center. And there we have a very, very misshapen hand. And this is where we get to learn, because we make a few mistakes. So the fingers on this hand are very, very short compared to the size of the palm. So if you have a look at if you look at this, so that size there to this size here, sort of they're the same, I suppose. Whereas on mine, if you have a look, we'll just measure it very properly with a spoon. So I'm going to hold my hand. We'll just hold on. We'll show a little bit more of my giant shiny head. There we are. So we've got our hand. If our palm is that big, then our fingers are that big. So they're about the same. So maybe my hand is just too wide. This is why you've got to have reference. This is why you've got to measure. So I wonder, maybe if we bring this into Photoshop, then I'll be able to move it around a bit more. So let's do that. If I just quickly chop this out and we'll copy it away. Then we'll open up Photoshop. This program allows you to zoom all the way in, like here, and you can draw something in this tiny little circle, like cute little pear baby. Ah, that's nice. If, whoop, okay, Photoshop took over. That's not what we want. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Where are we? All right. We'll make a new giant image. Whoopsie daisies. Press all the wrong buttons. Now, what is a good number? Probably 3840, or press the wrong button so that we're flying through space. I'll be back with you in a moment. I'm just going warp speed 10 to pressing the wrong button. There we go. I always forget that I've got those keyboard shortcuts on. Ooh. Oh yeah, no, is it still going? It is, yes. There's keyboard shortcuts that I don't know what they do. So we've got to make sure that we don't press all of them. All right, we'll paste that. We've got our little hand. All right, fantastic. Well, actually, do you know what? Even better, what we can do is I can show my giant shiny head, take a screenshot of my hand. Wrong hand. I can't use my mouse. If I take a screenshot of my hand and put it on... Hold on. Logistics. Oh, that's my face smiling. Oh, don't I look pained? Okay, try again. Okay, now I've got to press that button at the same time holding my hand up. There we go. Okay, now if I grab that, which is my beautiful hand, and then we copy and paste it onto... Oh, it is backwards because of all of the mirroring. Oh, Simon, you don't even know which way is which and up and all that. So I swapped it around. All right, so let's see if we can get rid of me in the background so we can see what we're doing. Just a quick deletion there. And we'll delete that other shiny. It looks like a... It looks like a planet in the background. That's close enough. This is just rough reference. There we go. So my hand, and if we zoom it up a bit, we can see that the size of my palm is ever so slightly different. Oh, interesting. Look at that. That's cool. Okay, and we've got a little bit of a problem with our size of our window here. Oh, yeah, what? Chase! Oh, I never started the Zoom link. Good point. I'm typing to you. How are you doing? Silly me. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. We can do this. Maybe we can do this. Let's give it a go. Sorry. Kaylin and Chase. Kaylin. Okay. Now, the link that you have, hopefully, is this link. Let's begin, and we'll see if it is correct. Maybe not. We'll find out in a moment.
Recording in progress.
Oh, we don't want to record that. No,
Recording stopped.
Kaylin and Chase! Now you're not on screen. So, just for everyone on the YouTube live, Kaylin and Chase are on Zoom. Yay! Oops, I broke stuff. Sorry. Hi, Kaylin. How you doing? That's you. Ooh, Chase's iPad. What? That was good. So, Kaylin and Chase are on. Oh, no. We're still on YouTube, Lockie. It's fine. I mean, Mr. Aussie. So we're still here. We're doing stuff. I've just turned them on so that they can yell obscenities at me whilst I'm trying to draw things. And then I'm going to keep your chat underneath, and then we'll see how we go. Because I've got...
Hello.
Hi, Chase. How's it going? So they'll be able to hear your voice on the YouTubes. Just so you know. I haven't put your face on the YouTubes, unless you want me to. I can, if you... No, Kaylin's like, no, thank you. So don't worry about that. You're on the other screen. But this is quite handy. You just say I'm good, or is he we're drawing hands? So we'll continue drawing hands, and what am I doing? We're drawing hands. Okay. So I held up my hand in a kind of the wrong way in this reference here, which is a bit of a problem. Now we've got to make sure that we keep everybody in the screen. So I've got my streaming software, OBS, and then I've got Kaylin and Chase, and then I've got the YouTubes. If my computer explodes, you'll know why. Right, so let's do a draw over of my hand. I think that might be a good idea. So if we screw that down and we build it up, whoops, in the same way. So we've got this kind of shiny bit. This is fun. Feel free to interject at any time, Kaylin and Chase. I can actually turn you off if you don't want your voice to be heard on the internet. These are the choices that you can have if you so desire. Yes? Okay. So if I turn... Okay, I've turned you off, so you won't be on the YouTubes. So the people who are watching the YouTubes... Oh, Sarah Joy Fandrick Noah is here. Noah, if you join the Zoom link, then we can have a live and the Zoom link. That's exciting. Right, so we're going to do a quick draw over here of our thing. The opacity of my pen's gone down. All right, so the first thing we drew was the palm. So if we draw a palm like this, you can see I kind of nearly got it right, which kind of curved on top like this. And I said we were going to exaggerate it, but that line is very... You can't see you on Zoom. Oh, and yeah, oh, yeah, you can, Chase. Oh, no, you can't see me on Zoom. You have to watch me on YouTube. Yeah, I can turn my camera on, maybe, but then it might kill everything. No, yeah, it won't work, because I've only got the one camera. So virtual background is still loading. Use video. Yeah, no, it's everything is dead. So I'm not there. I'm not on Zoom. I'm on the YouTube. So you have to. Yeah, cool beans. Okay, yep. We're all over it like a ham sandwich on the floor. This is great, fantastic. So the other thing to remember is no one can hear you on the YouTube, so you can turn your microphone on and make as much noise as you like. Kaylin and Chase, if you so desire. Right, we gotta keep going, otherwise we'll never get this hand drawn. Okay, so we've got our knuckles. So you can see my knuckles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're kind of in the right place. And then I've spread my fingers out. So if I didn't spread my fingers out, they'd be actually jammed together, which is the problem with my drawing here. So let's shrink wrap this together using the magic of Photoshop. So if we jam these... Oh, no, okay, hold on. We just got to get rid of the background. There we go. I think that worked. We'll see what happens. So if we move this together and jam that in there, maybe this will make the hand look good. So the trick to drawing is to just constantly check to make sure that your hand looks good if you're drawing a hand. I'm actually going to change that and shift it in a little bit like that. Perfect. There we go. So that's even better. Oh my god. We're geniuses. Okay. So, I just need to drink. I love your reactions, Caleb. What's great is that no one else can see. You're just like, oh my god. It's just so dramatic. And I'm so dehydrated. I apologize. So, there we go. We've got that. So that's the other thing to remember. You draw your fingers close together, which is something that I don't do. But here I've got my fingers spread out. Lucky's got Lucky's put an emoji in it. Made me giggle. So, I had a what do you call it? A music teacher. I was going to draw this Pear Baby before Chase interrupted me. Oh my god, we'll just go quickly draw a Pear Baby. Speed drawing. Here we go. Speed drawing Pear Babies. Ta-da! Pear Baby hands are much easier to draw. They're like, just a little mitten. Whoop. But you can draw hands like a mitten. They do it in comic books a lot. They actually draw hands like, a lot of the time, they draw hands like this, where they do the whole, simple lines, and then they just have one finger, and then the rest of them kind of mush together as a kind of quick way of drawing hands like that, which is much quicker than, drawing the whole thing, and then you just put lines there. But then you end up, making a dude with, an angry attitude and a weird haircut and a very ugly nose and no top lip. Poor dude. And look at his arms. Anyway, don't get distracted. Stay on task. But I had a music teacher whose hands, he used to play the piano a lot, and his hands kind of pointed out. So from the top, his little his hands looked like this. So he had kind of this other hand, thumb sticking out like that, and then he had these fingers that kind of stuck sideways like this, and they were so weird, and he could spread them out in such bizarre ways that he was really good at playing the piano. That doesn't quite look right. Well, close enough. But his name was Mr. Michaels, I think. Mr. Michael? I can't remember. His last name was Michaels. I mean, he was going, whoa! Look, there's Chase with his hands. Chase is on. I'll just give you a quick running here. Those on YouTube. Chase and Kaylin are beating each other up. And it's rather amusing. Anyway, his hands, they kind of pointed out like this. And he was a great pianist. So, we're quick, pay attention, just stay on task. So, now, if we have a quick squiz at our hands, the handy hands here, our hand on this side, you see we kind of did it right. So we've got these lines here, which are kind of creases, which denotes on the inside where the knuckles are. So if we kind of exaggerate the knuckles here, like so, dun dun dun. There we go. Ooh, now Chase is on camera, by the way, everybody. You can't see him because he's on the zooms. Zoom. But there we go. Look, if you really exaggerate it, you can kind of make it all very skeletal. Look at that. Vroom, vroom. Or it kind of looks like a couple of acorns in a tube. But that's cool. All right. Now we've drawn that bit there. This is the thumb. And then we'll draw that big knuckle bit. And then if you have a look, I've got these lines here, which are good to show that the thumb kind of comes out the front, which is cool. Jesse. Oh no, Jesse's here. This is great. Jesse is my honorary co-host, by the way. Kaylin and Chase, you don't know Jesse, but unless you're in the same class for a while. Jesse was no idea. Kaylin and Chase is just like no idea what you're talking about. So anyway, now that Jesse is the original, Bub is the worst, obviously. You haven't been replaced. Now you're my co-host here on this YouTube live. This is absurd. Did you nearly fall off your chair, Kaylin? Okay, we've got some hands. We've got some techniques. Now we're going to go ahead and draw a bunch of hands. Oh God, look at that hand. That is great. That is somebody's done something terrible to that hand. So, all right, if you want to draw a quick hand without all of the anatomy and stuff, the best I think to do is to draw them like sausages and then make the ends of them thicker than the bases, which is interesting, which is the opposite of what our hands actually do. So if we draw a thumb shape and then a finger and then some more sausages like this and have them kind of curve in. And what? No, it's not a real class, Jesse. Kaylin and Chase had just requested that we do these YouTube lives with the zoom on so that they can basically make silly faces at me the entire time and nobody else gets to see them. But it's the same link, Jesse, if you wanted to hop on. They're making funny faces at me. It's wonderful. Okay. Oh dear, this could be dangerous. But it's good fun. I've also got this thing on my nose. I think it actually might be my twin growing again. Kaylin and Chase aren't twins. Did you know? I did. And no. Okay, so we can do that. But if you want to draw it even more simply, we can go for... What are you doing, Chase? Are you giving me the finger? Really? You're not on screen, or it's not recorded or anything. You can do whatever you like. But we're not going to draw a hand like that, that's for sure. Kaylin's getting in trouble, I think. Running commentary for all those poor people on the YouTube. Another technique we can use is to draw mittens. Oh, yes. Oh, you're just screaming. Okay, cool. Kaylin just said that she's... Oh, yeah. So you're not getting him in trouble. You're just screaming at him. That's not the same thing. Oh, we're gonna draw yes, of course. We're gonna draw a mutton. What am I gonna? I was gonna say mutton, but that's a type of sheep. Or the meat of a sheep. Oh, there's another tiny person. Hi, tiny person. So this is a good way of drawing hands, which makes it a little bit easier. So you can kind of draw. Oh, why does my computer do that? Silly machine. There we go. Another tiny person has entered Kaylin's camera frame, by the way, everybody. It's very exciting. Now, if we go... we'll do an open palm mitten here so that we can kind of show how easy it is to draw a hand. But you might notice that it looks also like a penguin. Or a seagull, whatever that is. I think it might be a seagull. Let's draw the rest of it. And it can be hiding behind there. Or maybe it's a chicken. It's definitely a chicken. Look at that. It's got a weird beak. Let's fix the beak. And then we've turned our mitten into a chicken. A chicken mitten. Kind of looks like he's holding the chicken. What is happening? No. Oh, hold on. It's a duck. Oh, I'm getting messages. Kaylin's sending me messages in the chat in Zoom. That's very confusing. Let me just I've forgotten how to use Zoom. It's been for so long. Okay, I'm going to play a sound when somebody comes in. There we go. Anyway, strangest class ever. I'm just going to put that on the screen there underneath me. Kaylin says, no, it's a duck. Oh, no, now it's gone. Okay, I can't do that. It could be a duck. Who knows it's a duck? Wait, how do I turn the chat off? Doesn't matter. We're doing very well, everybody. Whoa. Okay, if I put that there and that there, and then... Is that an L for ludicrously cool? Yes, it is. That's what they're doing on the camera. Okay. Oh, Andy Ma says dark. Oh, I see. Chase, it's you. Oh, it's Nate. Oh, so Andy. I see. Sorry. I get you. I got Andy mixed up with Chase. I apologize. Now I've lost my window. Oh dear. It's right. We'll get the hang of this. If we just do it more and more and more, it'll be fine. Okay, here we go. They're perfect. Wonderful. Now it's a duck. We've got to turn it into a duck because everybody seems to think it's... Andy is Chase. Who is Nate? Oh, the tiny person is called Nate. Sorry. I'm getting confused. Hi, Nate. The tiny person's name is Nate. Nate is Nathan short for national treasure. Yes, definitely. Oh, dearie me. Okay, he's holding the duck thing here for some reason. We'll get rid of the top of the hat there because ducks obviously don't have combs on their head. They have top hats like so. Beautiful. Absolutely marvelous. Something is happening on my phone. Okay, we've got to turn that off. Lovely. Let us continue. Hands. So, we'll just stay. If we write it down, we can stay on target. Speaking of targets, all right. So if you want to draw another hand, the best shape to get used to when you're drawing hands is my co-host has turned up, by the way, everybody. It's very exciting. Ding dong. Okay, so now we've got this shape. It's a strange shape because it kind of looks like, you know, a pair of glasses. Hi, Jesse. How you doing? Just be aware, Jesse, that nobody on the YouTube live can hear you. But the people on Zoom can. And I think there's a massive delay between the two. But it kind of looks like a mask of a superhero here like this, or a pair of glasses. So we'll draw that there. But this shape here is very useful for drawing. So this kind of curved back of the thumb, and then the other curved back of the front of the thumb. Is very useful for drawing hands. So you can imagine here is 1 finger and 2 fingers, whoops, and 3 fingers and 7 fingers, and there you have it, a kind of cartoony hand. But this shape here is very, very useful, even though I drew it quite large, and of course it does look very much like a turkey. But this way you can draw it all in all kinds of different positions and stuff. So if we wanted to draw the shape of the thumb with a thumbs up, because we all love co-hosts, let's do this shape, which is kind of like the back curve of the thumb and then the front curve of the thumb. And you can see we just draw the other fingers wrapping around like this, getting smaller because they get. Ooh, Jesse left the zoom. There we are. Draw the bottom of the hand there. And then you can sort of draw this line here. The Simpsons do that a lot with their hands. They have this sort of line in the center of their hand to denote the sort of chunky nugget of the base of the thumb, which is kind of cool. So you can draw whoop, whoop, like this. Let's have a look on the side. So if you draw it like this thumb shape here, and then you can extend it all the way down. I'll zoom in a bit. This all the way down here, and then you kind of know that the rest of the hand kind of sits, whoops, kind of sits like this. And then the wrist comes off here, and then you've got, you know, whatever clothes you've got on, maybe a business suit because you're going to an important business lunch, you know, and you don't know if you're going to buy the burrito or the tacos from the Mexican place that you're going to, that your CEO is suggesting is a great idea. We'll just put a little nugget there, which is fun. Andy Maha, why are you writing things backwards, Jesse? That's a bit weird. I like it though. My nickname is Nomus. Like that. There, I'm gonna draw. There is no existent creature worse than Bub. Correct, Jesse. Jesse is Darkovich on the YouTubes, by the way, everybody. When you're drawing the fingers rolled in like this, you can see on my hand that they're not straight, because if they were straight, it's kind of really hard to get them to be straight. But they kind of curve in, which is a really good thing to know. So you can sort of use this shape of the thumb, and then though that curved nature of these fingers to draw a really good fist. So if we do that here right now, so if we've got the sort of curve of the shape, curve of the thumb, and then the front curve of the thumb, and then that other curve that's showing off the meaty nugget of the hand. You can then draw these sausages just like sausages. You can just draw 1, 2, 3, 4, all in a row, all the same size. And then you end up with, you know, a kind of cartoony looking hand. But if you draw it with a little bit of finesse, so you draw the same kind of thumb with the same kind of curves like that, but then you draw the sausages kind of pointing in towards the center of the palm like that, and then wrapping around, all pointing towards, and then the little one getting littler like that, you can see how it kind of looks like a much better hand. So it's kind of more natural and curved, and the thumb is obviously absolutely insanely way too large, but you can sort of sketch that away or work it out at the beginning of your sketch if you so desire. So let's do a quick sketch of a hand. So we'll just do a quick palm shape like so. Very nice. So that's one side, then you've got the sausage nugget, then a little bit there, and make sure it's nice and it's curved across there. And then we want the thumb to sort of wrap around, so we want it to sort of bend here, like that, and wrap all the way around, so the thumb is kind of pointing in. And just keep it loose, don't worry about it being good. You can kind of work things out. Well, Nate, National Arctic Treasure. Is that because he's cold all the time? Or he's actually made out of... He's a polar bear. Is that where they live in the Arctic or the Antarctic? I can never remember. He's a penguin! Nate's a penguin! Nate is definitely a penguin. 100% money back guaranteed. Nate is a penguin. That's it. No going back. I'm going to draw a picture of Nate. So if he ever looks at the screen again, he'll be like, that's not me. I'm a polar bear. There we go. And this is Nate. And here he is as a penguin. Ooh, he needs a tail. Do penguins have big tails? I don't think they do. Nate. N-A-T-E. Or Etan. Backwards. He is a penguin. Cool. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, we're going to keep going with our sketch. So there's the other side of our hand. And then we've got the wrist. Now, I've probably made this chunky bit here a bit big, but that's okay. We can move into it. We're just kind of stylizing it here now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Jesse. How you doing? Jesse turns his camera on and off every now and again, just for fun. And let's do the top knuckle. So like when you're holding your fist like this, you can see this kind of top knuckle, and then it kind of wraps around. So you've got one knuckle that sticks up, and then another knuckle that kind of sticks up, but then they go down like this. So you could even draw the knuckles like that. Perfect. Look at that. Magic. And then you draw the rest of the sausages pointing in, and then what we've got is a pretty cool sketch of a hand holding on to possibly a something. What should it be holding on to? Something. Nate's got his hands on his hip. Silly Nate. Maybe like a baby chicken screaming. That would be funny. Maybe with the eyeballs sticking out like this. Or baby penguin, maybe. There we go. It's having a great time. With its little... We've got its legs sticking out. Well, hold on. Maybe we need it more bulgy. There we go. Wait, there. Perfect. Look. I think that's good. And then have the little legs sticking out here. There. I think that is absolutely wonderful. No? Maybe he needs a frill like that. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. Oh, and he needs his little wings sticking out. Look, absolutely amazing. Oh, Jesse turned his camera on. He needs to be, like, screaming. All right, so we have drawn some hands. Too violent. Oh, sorry, too violent, too violent. We'll cross it out. Sorry, too violent. Maybe he's having a great time. Maybe a little bit more like, yay. Happy days. Okay, we'll move on. We'll move along. We've done, oh, that's a lot of hands. Hands. Look, good where we wrote it down, otherwise we forget what we're doing. It's a good point. All right. I'm going to open it up because we only have 10 minutes remaining before I pass out and have to have another nap. Ouch. But Kaylin and Chase or Jesse or anyone else on the YouTubes, do you have any suggestions of things you want to draw? Wait, somebody said something. Okay, so now, Kaylin, nobody heard that other than me and everyone on Zoom, wants to draw an army of pear babies. And what is an army? 5, suggested by my co-host Jesse, definitely is just 5. So it's right. Army is the thing that comes before the handy. No, we're not going to copy and paste them. We're going to draw a few of them, and we'll see what happens. But they have to have weapons. So this is the first one. So he can have a little feather on his head like this, and he needs to be having his little hand up like that. And he's going to be holding just a small twig, I think. You know, maybe just a small twig. Nothing too crazy. And he's got a beautiful tunic. And he's got his arm out like this, ready for action. Oh, we're going to draw the Hobbit. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I love the Hobbit. I used to read the Hobbit when I was your age. Driving a microwave. That's a great idea. The Hobbit. No, I used to draw all the Hobbits. Yeah. Oh, just... It was a violin. You could hear some wind. Oh, okay, now Span's turned up. Span, you know, we've got some weird stuff going on here. We've got a Zoom class going, but nobody on the Zoom class wants to be on the YouTubes, so we can't hear what they say. And then Jesse is my co-host, and he keeps saying funny things about violins and armies being before handies, and it's very confusing. But we're drawing an army of pear babies. We should write that here. An army of pear babies. Babies. Pear babies. Okay. I think he should... Here's some boots. He needs some boots. Otherwise, you know. How is he... Yowers Tub. Is that his name? That's definitely his name. Multitasking. Yep, I'm multitasking. His name is Yowers Tub, and he's part of the Pear Baby Army. Okay, Nate. I mean, no. Chase is my co-host now. Okay, we're having a co-host war, which is why we have a Pear Baby Army. Okay, let's draw a tall Pear Baby, maybe like this. And I think this Pear Baby should be one of the original Pear Babies, like that, with lots of feathers on his head and 2 eyes, because that's what Pear Babies have. And he should have maybe overalls on, I think, like this. And he should be holding a pitchfork, because everyone needs a good pitchfork. You can't chase. That's a tautology, right? To chase. Jesse? Mm-hmm, definitely. I'm going to draw a pitchfork, but it's actually going to be a real fork that he picked up. Oh, okay, we're running out of time. All right, so look, see, we're running out of time, everybody. Running out of time. So we've got 10 minutes left according to that thing. And then it will be the end of time. Oh, and my fork won't fit, so we'll just draw a small fork like that. Maybe it's a rake. Maybe it's some other garden implement. We don't know. All right, and then we need him, maybe his hand is down because he's a little less passionate about the war on potatoes or whatever it was that they're. Why are they fighting, Kaylin? Tell me, why are the pear babies? The Potato King. They do. The pear babies don't. I'm pretty sure that's just Chase. Do you know what's really funny, Kaylin? Is I made an animation with the Potato King. I don't know if I can show it to you, but it's really quite funny that you should mention that. Let's have a quick squiz here. If we go into shorts, and you can see down here the Potato King. Oh, there's Potato. That's right, because your name is Chase. Thermoelectric microwave car. So here you go. Look, here's the potato. There's the potato trumpeter, and then the Potato King has potatoes, and he's the king. So he took away all of the potatoes from the pear babies, and now they're annoyed. Is that the summary of our situation? Why aren't you sleeping? It's only 5:20. Your microphone is muted, Kaylin, so... Potato... Yeah, but it's only multiple. So plural of potato has toes in it. So what word, when you turn it into plural, has more feet parts in it? Potatoes. Blech. Chickens? That doesn't work. Chickens doesn't work at all. It's funny though. Alright, so we've got an army of pear babies. No, not the worst. Chicken is amazing. They're cute, not delicious. 100%. Alright, we'll draw another pear baby driving... I've got to say, Jesse's co-hosting skills are somewhat different to other co-hosts, you could say. He has a style of his own. We have 6 minutes left. Oh, dearie me. Okay, we'll close that now. He's driving a... Well, let's give him a little bit of... They do. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe they're electric. That's how you know. Alright, so we've got here, he's driving. He's driving a thermoelectric pear baby car. What does thermoelectric mean, anyway? I think it just means, like, electricity made from heat. Who knows? We'll find out in a minute. You're just here to cause chaos. I know the truth. Chase, your eye is very large. Wait, it needs wheels. Okay, we've got one wheel. Wheelie? Yes, we wheelie do. There we go. And it needs a front. Like, oh, this looks like a Mario Kart car. Yeah, or the Flintstones. Or Mario Kart. Wait, I gotta line these things up there. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. Whoopsie dear, I can't draw anything. Flintstones, can't draw anything because paper wasn't invented. There we go, 2 wheels. Oh, I wish I was wearing my Mario Kart. It kind of looks like one. Come on. It has fins. I've given it fins, so it's not a Mario Kart car anymore. And he's got some cool things on his head there. There we go. Oh, and it needs texture on the wheels. It's a thermoelectric chicken generator, this one. Definitely. I think he really enjoys saying... Is thermoelectric a thing? Oh no, I've caused a rift by choosing co-hosts. It's terrible. We need a bumper bar. There we go. It's alright. I'm Jesse's like 27, so I'm pretty sure he'll beat you up. It is all because of Bub. And Bub was only invented because of Professor Soft. Bub, not Bob. He's in my videos, Chase. I should make it, he didn't replace you. Yeah, well, I mean, Bub's pretty salty. What I think I'm gonna have to do is make it... Oh, we can gang up and chase. I'm gonna have to make it mandatory to turn on the sound onto the YouTube. Otherwise, watching the YouTube live is just absolutely ridiculous because you're all having a conversation and poor Lockie's just sitting there doing his work. Oh my god, it's so funny. You guys are hilarious. Anyway, feel free to come and take on Bub. He's pretty intense. All... Oh no, Lockie's finished. Oh, I can't start the sentences. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. By the way, in the drawing session, is this an army? We need to make sure that we've got an army for you, Kaylin. Is this an army? No, it needs more. One more. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. You're drawing so much better than mine. Oh, Bob. I just had to... Chase, you just wrote, Bob needs to go to hell. And then I had to allow it on the YouTube because it flagged it as bad. Bob looks like this. Kaylin would never swear. Ever. She is a beautiful soul. There we go. Lovely. And that's what... I just gotta write salt. That's what Bub looks like. Bub is here. I'm gonna give him legs in the real world. He's my real... No, sorry. He's my co-host on a different channel. He's got weedy little arms, don't worry. Alright, the Zoom call is going to end very soon, in approximately less than a couple of seconds. So it was an absolute delight having you all here. But next time... I'm sorry, Jesse. I just talked all over the top of you. But next time, we are going to have to make sure that we have the voices of you guys on the YouTube. Otherwise... the YouTube's going to be just crazy. And then it's nuts. But thank you so much for coming, Kaylin and Chase and Jesse. Because you guys are a delight. And it's absolutely wonderful to see your reactions to all the chicken sandwiches. And the thermonuclear bomb. No, don't eat them. They're cute. Kaylin said they're cute. She doesn't swear. I hope you remember that. Okay. Well, the Zoom... Oh, look, there's made a recording of the Zoom that you can see just there. But we're going to have to end the live as well now because Karen Lynn Maha! They're cute pair babies. Aren't they adorable? The war in the Zoom is not over. Okay, so the Zoom is continuing. This is wonderful. but we're gonna have to end this, the YouTube live now. We drew some hands. We'll do a quick recap of what we did. We drew a hand badly, and then we took it to Photoshop, and we learnt that we drew it quite badly, but not too badly, because we... Okay, Karen is Kaylin and Chase's mum. Nice. I know who you are now. I forgot. Don't tell anyone. Sorry about the Zoom, by the way. The Zoom just shuts off automatically after 40 minutes. So we did that, and then on the next thing we did was, I told you a quick story about my teacher, Mr. Michael, and then we drew a duck that used to be a chicken, but it turned into a duck, and then we drew some more hands, which was great, and then we drew Bub and some Pear Baby Army, and it was super fun. All right, goodbye, beautiful people. Thank you so much for your wonderful patience, and I'll see you next time. Adios, amigos and amigas. Bye, Sven. Bye, Lucky. Bye, Sarah Joy Fandrich. Oh my, it's you! Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't recognize your name.